Okay, I got a lot to say today. Best time for me to do these videos is when I'm drinking coffee. That cat, I'll tell you what, he just wants to always, he's coming over to try and get with me. Looking like he's gonna jump on me. So I found a thing today out in the field. So listen, pay attention. I'm gonna make you guys smarter, okay? This is my joke. I've been roofing for a long time, so it's like when I start talking about roofing, I'm like, okay, you guys are dumb now, and I'm gonna make you smarter. And then, because I just know everything about roofing there is to know. I could learn more if there was more to learn, but I'm a studier. I study. So, I am the boss. Do what I tell you to do. Okay? So I'm going to tell you guys to do something. So the two people that watch my videos, listen to me very carefully. This is important. If you really want to get good with horses, do what I tell you to do. Okay? This is what you need to do. Because I'm doing this stuff, so I'm a brain surgeon with the horses. Like, I'm not against learning how to do something better, but I feel like I'm not trying to be bragging or anything, but I'm as good as they get with the brain surgeon stuff. If Clint Anderson, I like Clint Anderson. I think he will not get you killed. Them are the kind of people that I like Monty Roberts, Warwick Schuler, Clint Anderson. You know, they're famous people. We all, if you're online looking at stuff, them people ain't going to get you killed, okay? I'm not going to name names of other famous people, but you could die doing things the way they do them. And desensitizing a horse. I learned this from Clint Anderson. It's important. I seen one of his videos, and she just jumped right there. So what I'm doing is brain surgery right now. I found this in the pasture when I went out to get her. And I was like, oh, this is something different. Let's see how she responds to this. This thing gives you there's stuff here to work with. So back to doing what I tell you to do. If you want to get serious about learning about these horses and staying alive and getting to top level, reining training, any kind of training, if you like my videos and share my videos and subscribe to my videos, I can get some people on here that are good, okay? And this is the one thing that I know how to do. It's hard for me to work and talk. I need to get something done too. The one thing I'm really good at, I don't even know if I'm really good at it, but the guy that taught me how to roof, smart, knows everything. The best, there's more than one way to roof a house, and but the fastest way and then the best way is, that's how you do it. And I am at the top of the food chain on knowing how to do a roof productive, the fastest way to do it, way to save money with material, how to install it correctly so it lasts forever. I've done roofs in Florida, went through 2 hurricanes, no shingles came off, because that's how you do it. And the house is going with it. So if I can't see who subscribes and I can't see who likes my videos. So if you don't want me to know who you are, there you go. I won't know. But we can get some people on this video thing and really get you guys because I'm telling you what, you're not learning stuff from the internet. Clint Anderson, yes, get his videos. Do what he says. He's good. I don't know anybody else that has the videos out there for you to buy to get something done. I try to get the guy that taught me all the stuff I know I'm like, man, would you just do some videos so I can learn how to get better? Because he's at the elite level with horses. And that's what I was saying about what I'm really good at is working with people that are good. Like I've never, all the time I spent with the boss that I had roofing, I ain't telling him nothing. He's already figured it out. I'm not going to figure out a better way. The thing with the horses and Bill, the guy I ride with and that's taught me all I know, is I'm not going to figure something out that's better. I can figure different things out that work different ways, but it's all subject anyways. My point is, them are the kind of people that I work well with. Like Clint Anderson, I could get along with that guy. Not a fan of his swearing, but I swear, I tell you what, there was a day back in the day where that's bothering her a little. I could not swear. So it's like the right side right here. See the right side, the problems we got? Catastrophic failure. And when I say catastrophic failure, you need to understand that I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to training the mind. And when I say catastrophic failure, it's because she flinched, walked off. And when I talk about this horse, so I'm serious about getting, we get enough people on here because I need to get him paid. I need to pay people. You want people that know what they're doing to come online and show you. I'll figure out the guys to get on here to teach you how to do something. Because how do you get a horse to stop pulling on the lead line? I was at a clinic. This guy was getting paid to teach people how to do stuff. And he said, he went like this. There was a lead line on the horse and it was pulling on it. And he turned like this. And as hard as he could, yanked on the horse's lead line. It's not how you do it. It'll never work. And I know how to do it. And it's like, is there other ways to get a horse to stop pulling on the lead line? No, there's not. There's one way to do it. It works. And people do that specific thing while they're explaining to someone how to do it. Okay, they'll do all this different stuff, but there's one way to do it, one thing to do. I could explain that to you. And I might someday, and I've told some people, and they're like, oh yeah. But how do you, so when I talk about this horse being tough and a lot of work, let me simplify it for you. This right here, her being like this on the right side. It's a lot of work. I've been working on this right side all week. She's a lot of work. Is it getting better? Yep. Is it good enough? Yep. But it's a lot of work. And let me really simplify so you understand what I'm saying about how much work this horse is. I had a horse run through the stall on me at the show and running around the fairgrounds. So I teach him to stay in the stall. I can open the stall door up with my mare, with her mom, and I can walk off, and she's not coming out of the stall. That takes like 1 or 2 tries to get that done with a horse. Because the reason why it only takes me 1 or 2 tries to get something like that done with a horse is because I understand how their mind works and how to make them do something. I know exactly what to do. And it works perfectly every time. Does it work with her? Yep. I've got twice as much work into her teaching her to stay in a stall. That damn cat. Get out of the way. Move, we're doing a video. Come on, get out of there. Go on, come on. Get out of the video. So I got twice as much work into her teaching her to stay in a stall than I did with any horse I've ever taught to stay in a stall. And she still doesn't do it. She does it a little bit. She's pretty good at it, but she still doesn't do it. And that's what I'm talking about, a lot of work. It's like simple things like that I've done with horses. She doesn't plow through you. She's not going to run through you to get out, but she's going to kind of, like, I'm walking out of the stall, and you have to kind of be like, no, you're not. So she's good about it, but I got twice the work into her, getting her to stay in a stall than I've ever had on any horse. It's like 1 or 2 tries. Sometimes just the first try, I can get it done, and it's done. With her, I was like, this guy was like cleaning her stall, and he's like, well, she tries to walk out of the stall. And I'm like, huh. I'm like, I worked on that with her, and I worked on it pretty solid. And she would still try to walk out of the stall. So that's what I'm saying. When I'm saying she's a lot of work, it's like there's a lot of things that I want her to do with her mind that she doesn't do yet. But I know this, it's a lot of work. I do stuff to work on the things I'm trying to do with her brain, and then I just kind of do something else because it's coming, it'll come around. I don't have to worry about it. It's going to be good. I know that. I've worked with her. If she wasn't going to be as good as she's going to be, I'd sell her. But she's worth the work. So because she's worth the work, I'm going to do the work. Her brain works perfect. Her physical makeup, if you got eyes and can see in the video how she moves, she's pretty nice. And so she's worth the work. If I had to put this much work into a horse that wasn't built like her and her brain wouldn't come around like it is, I'd sell her. But she's not. Oh, she's for sale. You want to give me $100,000? And I don't even know if I'd take it. It'd have to be on the right day. You know, the farther I get along with her, and the better she starts getting, there might not any money get her. Because I know what I know. Okay, I'm not asking you a question. And so I'm talking a lot while I'm getting my horse good. But that right side, still not there. And been working on it all week. I mean, it's something you can get done in a couple days with horses. I've been working on that for a week with her. But what you're seeing in the video is nothing. But for me, it's where it starts. The problem starts with the very slightest. I talked about it a little bit in my videos of get over here. Come on. This is what I'm talking about right here. Come on. The work that I got to do. Can I get a horse to stand there and saddle? Day or two. Could have that done. I could have that done in a day or two with a horse. I've been trying to do this for a week. And it's just the work. She's getting in trouble. This is the kind of work I'm talking about where it's like, does it matter? No, I can tie her up with a halter and saddle her. But you guys know I want to do everything the hard way. So this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about that doesn't matter to you guys watching. You say, she ain't a lot of work. Huh. It took me a month to get a saddle on her. Would it take a month to get a saddle on her? No, you could do it in one day. But what I was trying to do, and I didn't do it, I didn't succeed at it, is I was trying to, this is a fact. If you can't saddle a horse and ride it without it bucking, you did it wrong. Does that mean you can't get it done without them bucking, saddling? Does that mean you can't get something done with them bucking when you ride them? Yeah, you can get it done. But she's backing up. I gotta fix her. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about right here. The amount of work that it takes to get what I'm looking for. This stuff had been done last year. Can I ride her? Yeah, I can. I'm not trying to ride her. I'm trying to frickin' win. And to win, I need a world champion. Woo! And that's what I build. I'm building a mind that is built like mine. And that's where I notice every horse I start, which ain't a lot, they come around. I realize this. They all stand up. They're all, their mind is confident. They come around and they stand up. They've all done it. I'm like, I started realizing that I don't know what I'm doing to cause that, but they do that. They all do it. If I'm starting a 2-year-old, they come around and stand up just like she does. They've all done it. Am I teaching them to do that? No, I'm not teaching them to do it. They're free to do what they want at that time. There ain't no halter on it. Well, the one, but I realized it was me. So I got to get her handled up a little bit. Now you see where I'll show you. You want to see her pull on the lead line? Right here, she's pulling on the lead line. You say there ain't no lead line on her. Right, but her mind that I'm working on is she's pulling on it. I could do freestyle reining with a horse. Freestyle reining. I could do freestyle groundwork on a horse with half the time I got into her. Half. And that's the kind of stuff where I say she's a lot of work. It's like I can get a horse doing stuff with nothing on them in half the time that I got into her. Does it matter? Not really. It's just the fact that she takes a long time to get stuff really dialed in the way I want it. The way, like watching the video, you wouldn't think nothing of this. Well, I can get a horse to where, you know, them guys that do that, freestyle, and I call it freestyle, it's at liberty without the reins. See that kick out? It's bad behavior. See that head tossing? That's what I'm talking about. I could have that gone in a week on a different horse. She still does it. It'll go away. Watch this. Watch her loping. Look at that. She's framing up. Look at that. She's starting to frame up. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. All week, trying to get her to do that. Look at that. It's freaking beautiful. It took me a whole week to get her to do that. That's what I'm talking about, the work. It's like she's going to do it. She's doing it. But for me, I'm building a mind that won't quit, that stays relaxed. That way you've seen her loping is her natural, when her mind's right, that's how she lopes. The reason she hasn't been loping like that is because her mind ain't been right. And I know that because I'm a brain surgeon. It's not a question. I'm telling you, the way she's built and the way she moves, you don't have to teach her how to do that. Some horses you do. I don't even really know what I'm talking about. But I'm telling you, facts. The way she just loped right there is perfection. Physical perfection of an animal that naturally does it. And I've been trying to get her to do that all week. And I knew it would come. I just had to keep going. And there it is. Seen it on video. perfect lope, plus 1.5 circle, willingly guided, brain relaxed. Can't get it any better than that. So you're standing here, I know what I'm doing. I'm not asking you a question, but I'm joking around. This is what I'm talking about, is how much freaking work it takes to get her to do this. I've been doing this for a whole week. Is she standing here? Yeah. Did I have to do work? Yep. She's a working horse. You got to do the work. But the thing about the work is, man, is it good when it's done. Holy moly. Follow her to the end of the road and watch her back feet. Pay attention. You're not paying attention. Watch your back feet. Pay attention. This is something that's coming. This is a problem. So, if you really want to get some people on here that are good and want to see some serious horsemanship to the level you can't even understand, because if everything was written down, the world couldn't contain the books. Okay, so what understanding I have with horses, I'm like, wow. Could you just imagine? How do you get understanding? I don't know if this is the reason why people don't understand things or not, but I pray for understanding, because the Bible says if you don't have understanding, pray for it and it'll be given to you. That's what I do. So I pray for understanding. And I got to put my boots on. And then I get to start understanding. And I got to have my boots on. And look at what's getting done here. Look at my horse. It's a lot of work, okay? I'm showing you right now. It's a lot of work getting this done. I'm like, holy crap. A whole week to get her to stand there so I could saddle her. I could do it in a day with a different horse. This is a perfect example of seeing something come around where I'm doing everything on video, so you can see everything I'm doing. I videotape everything I do. I got a separate phone for it and everything. This phone that I'm using is only used for this. So everything's separate. She just stood there the whole time. I'm telling you, pay attention, because you're going to understand. You're about to understand something right now. I've been trying to get her to lope in that lope with her brain the way I wanted it. And when she did that, magic, she stood here for me to saddle her. So that's the kind of stuff that in my videos, you can't really see anything I'm doing, because I'm not doing anything with the body of the horse. Everything I'm doing is in the brain. And you can't see that. And you can't really, without me explaining it to you, everything that I'm doing, you can't even really see me doing anything. And why does she stand here so good and let me put the bridle on? Nothing. That right there had nothing to do with me teaching her how to bridle. I never used the bridle on her to get her to do that. I never put the saddle on her to get her saddled. I worked on her brain, and I did it when she was ready. And when she was ready, there was no issues. And like more than one way to do it. Yeah, you can come out here with a saddle and throw the saddle around and get her used to the saddle, and that's a way to do it. I don't need to do it that way. But with her, I've saddled horses in 20 minutes. saddle the horse, put a 12-year-old kid on it, ride it, done. Nothing to do. There was just nothing to do. Her, I put a saddle on her and got on her back. It was a month. Now, could I have done it sooner or quicker? Yeah, but it was a way to guarantee she wasn't going to buck. And she still has. She's bucked with the saddle on, and but it's like she bucked with the saddle on because I was seeing where she was at. And it was just going to take too long. So I just, you're like, get on her. Get on your horse. I like to move them around a little when after I cinch it up in case something's pinched in there or something's going on. So if there's something wrong. It's hard to get her to move without weapons. Once she knows the stick means move. So it's just simple because she sees the stick, she knows I want her to move. See, that's what I hate clucking 5 times to ask her to do something. That's the work I'm talking about. It's like any other horse, the work I've done to get her to move and the pressure I put on her to make her go, any other horse immediately would go. Her? Nope. More work. A little more work. Got to do a little more work. So, right side. I got to work on the right side. So, is she where I want her at mentally to ride her? No. Am I going to get on her? Yes. Why am I going to get on her? Because she ain't going to buck. I say that, but do we really know? She's 2. Do we really know? Well, I got a pretty good idea. If I thought she had any kind of mental activity going on where she would buck, I wouldn't get on her. I'd send her. She'd get sent to professionals that can ride that. But I said kind of a lot today. Do what I tell you to do. Get some subscribers on here. If I get 50 subscribers, I can do live videos. Because they don't all make the cut. If you notice when I get on the horse, I don't grab the reins and pull her head around. I don't touch her. Because, why? I don't want her moving. And if I'm holding on to her, see her head up the way it is? You can never catch me getting on a horse like that. Watch it go down. See it go down? I added pressure and her head went down. That's what I'm doing. Let me tell you something right now. Listen, I'm kind of being a little bit violent today with my talking to you. Do what I tell you to do, okay? The release of pressure is how horses learn. That almost has nothing to do with starting a horse. You're like, who's this guy and where'd he come from? When I put pressure on my horse, she gets soft. That's what I do. I teach them to get soft with pressure. That's what I do. And why I do that? Because that's how you live longer. I'm putting pressure on her, asking her to go. Her head is steadily went down. Because I have taught her head just popped up. She got worried. I pulled her head around. I'm like, no, pay attention to me. Whatever it is that she's worried about, it don't matter. Pay attention to me. What am I doing? So, and another thing, I'm going to just listen to what I'm telling you. Are you listening to me? So, the other thing, these guys that are good, all of you guys that are good that lope horses and throw a saddle on them and lope them out in a day. Oh, I can appreciate the talent. I really need you guys to be there when I need something done. And with this horse, I've had other people ride her, because as good as I am, I know it takes too long for me to get her riding, to get her. I needed to have somebody just get on her and just see. And it went good. But because of the time it takes to do stuff with her, to get it 100%, where I'm like, oh, I got it good, but let me get this young athlete on here and see if she does anything, he can stay on, because this is the fact. Horses, so there's a lot to say right now, but let me explain it to you this way about how hard it is to fix something when it's done wrong. If a horse bucks and it gets you off, this is a fact. They can and will, a lot of variables in here with this. It's not just automatic, but they can and will try to get you off harder the next time because they got you off. And I'll explain this to you so you can really, really understand what I'm saying. I had a horse, never tied before. I didn't know what I was doing. First horse, first day, first try, nothing, didn't know nothing. Well, I tied the horse in the trailer without the rear butt thing latched first. So then the horse didn't know how to tie, didn't know how to do nothing, and it started pulling. Well, because the butt thing wasn't on there, she was able to pull and break that halter. Well, from that day on, anytime she would tie and she would stand there and she was good, but from that day on, if she wanted to, and she did, she broke hooks off my trailer, broke halters, broke everything. But because she learned that, because I did it wrong, and she learned that she could break stuff, she will die trying. And I almost got her fixed one day. I had her tied to a round square bale feeder. And so it could be drug, it could move. And so it wasn't solid and she could break it. And I just about had her fixed, and then she broke it. So that's what I'm saying about, you don't have to do things, you can do things different ways. But I'm telling you what, if you do it wrong, boy, them trainers got their work cut out for them to fix it. And that's why I'm doing things the way I'm doing them, because I'm not that good. But because I'm not that good and I know it, I am not going to do something, I'm going to do the best of my ability to not do something with this horse that the trainer has to fix, because I know how hard it is. It's like, it could be almost impossible, not for the guy that's going to be riding her, he'll do it like nothing, but it's very important that I don't do anything wrong. It's very important I don't let her buck me off. So I needed to make sure when I had somebody ride her that there was no chance of them coming off. He scored a 90 on her. It was situational. It had nothing to do with where she was at trained-wise. It didn't have nothing to do with what he did. I'm not going to explain it to you, but it was situational. It was a one-time thing, and it was situational. It had nothing to do with how good a job I did. It had nothing to do with what he did. It was just situational. And I had a situational thing happen to me once on a horse. It took me 2 years to figure it out. I got bucked off and knocked out and couldn't walk for a week. It was situational. The horse didn't buck. It was a situation. It took me 2 years to figure out the situation, because I thought about it every day, and I'm like, oh, that's what happened. Do I know for a fact that's what happened? No, but it's the only thing that makes sense. So I figured it out. And so he scored a 90 on her. She don't buck in the 80s. She's a 90 horse. You're going to score a 90 on her if she bucks. And I'll score a 90. But this thing about, let's see you lope. Get her loping. I'm getting her. Am I scared? I'm scared because I know I'm not that good. And if you send a horse into a lope and you don't do it right, she could potentially buck. I kind of know I know how to make her buck, so I'm not going to do that. Fortunately, because, Bill told me, so everything I know is because of him, but everything I know, he didn't tell me. He'd show me something I'd figure out. And so I know how to make a horse buck, and that's how I know how to make him not buck. Her mom's 14 years old. I can still make her buck. She still bucks. She don't buck unless I make her. And so I know how to make her buck if I lope her out and stuff. But I'm a brain surgeon. I'm doing brain surgery on this horse, and I'm teaching this horse how to relax with pressure. And because I'm not that good, it takes me longer. It's that simple. And it's not even that I'm not that good. It's that I'm 57 years old and I physically can't do what I used to do. I'm scared to ride my dirt bike how I used to. Why? I'm not scared because I don't know how. I'm scared because I can't. I physically can't ride my dirt bike the way I used to. I'm not that tough anymore. Am I scared to do it because I don't know how? I'm scared to do it because I can't. And I've been riding dirt bikes my whole life. I still have 3. So I'm just trying to get her to go forward. I want her to turn. I stick my foot out, and I want her to turn. She's turning. I want her to turn a little more. Her head came up with pressure. Not good. Catastrophic failure. I want her, and she will. She will do everything I want her to do. She's already doing everything I want her to do. But see how soft she got turned right there? Oh, it's beautiful. That was just beautiful. It's like perfection. I touched her with my leg a little bit. I picked up the reins, touched her a little bit, and she turned. Now, that's nothing compared to what's going to be done with her. But it's the beginning of putting pressure on her. See how she's standing? That is built, not born. I'm teaching her how to be a soldier. And when I say soldier, I mean stand here like a soldier. Do not move until I tell you to. We're trying to win. And to win, they need to wait until you tell them to do something. Now her head's coming up. She's getting worried about something. Her brain's, we're going to do surgery. I just did surgery. I surgically implanted softness into her mind with pressure. That's what you need to understand. I teach my horses how to get soft with pressure, not release the pressure. And release the pressure has to do with teaching them tricks, okay? And it is how they learn. But if you leave out, this is the problem with the release of pressure. Everybody says it. Everybody says the same thing with horses, but the release of pressure, if you do percentages, and if I explain to you all the other stuff, it's an equal percentage with all the other stuff. Pressure, horse relaxes, softens up. Feet moving. The feet are moving, she mentally softens up. Now, as I add speed, I want that to stay like that. I'm probably not going to be able to get her the way I want to get her. The professionals will do that, dial that in, because of the time it will take. Not because I can't do it. I can do it. That's not even a question. It's because of how long it'll take to get her. But the thing is when she's done, she's done. There's no, you can see what I'm doing right now with she does this every time I get on her. This is done. When she's sitting here like a soldier waiting for me, this is done. Every time, it's the same every time I get on her. The work's done. How long did it take me to do this? Way too long. But it's done. And that's why I'm talking about it's a lot of work with her, but when it's done, it's done. And it's done perfect. And when I sit here and I wait for her head to come up, I start my brain surgery. Right now, the surgeon is not working. The horse is sitting here good. If there's a bang or a crack or a boom or something happens, she's going to flinch for sure because she's not done. She's not perfect. And she might even move. I'm pretty much about a 99 because she's a horse. You can't say 100% on anything with a horse, but because of my work that I've done, she may flinch, she may move, 99% sure she won't buck. No matter really what happens, I don't think she'll buck. But I got to be sitting in my saddle good because these horses are so freaking fast. I mean to tell you, her head didn't really come up there. I mean, it did, but to the level, I want to even with the saddle horn. The saddle horn's my benchmark. Anything above that, we have a catastrophic failure. And, the thing is, I'm talking about reining horses and Western pleasure and staying alive horses. Now, I would never expect to go down the alley on a barrel horse and have their head like this. Do I think? So this is me. Their head's going to be up here, and their head can and does and will be up here, relaxed, mentally paying attention to you, ready to go. It's not the head being down like that. It can be up here and have the same mental relaxedness as it is down there. It doesn't really matter. Starting a horse, this is where it starts. But as you get them going faster and faster, horses don't run wide open with their head in the dirt. Okay, let's just go with common sense. All right, you want their head up. You want them to freaking go. And so, my brain is like, I wonder if I could get a horse this soft, get it to now I'll probably never do this, but this is how I think, could I get a horse to the top level in barrel racing and walk it down the alley like this and then say, okay, we're getting ready, and then trot her head up and do a couple circles and get her ready to run and then take off. Like that's how I'm like, could that be done? Is that possible? I don't know. I don't really honestly don't know if it is possible, but I'm the type of person that would try and do that if I had the time to try something like that. But it would be situational of a horse, because there's horses that could do she's getting ready to lay down. She's not really getting ready to lay down, but she's freaking, her brain is so there right now. I mean, the only next step with her brain right now is her laying down. Fact. And I got to be real careful with her, because I did that with her because of how much horse she is. I thought if I could mentally relax her enough to lay down, it didn't fix nothing. It just caused problems. She just started laying down. But it didn't really fix anything. It just showed me how good I can get with, getting a horse to lay down with their mind. And I've trotted them around and got their head down so low that their lip would actually drag in the dirt. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying it's like there's so many different things going on in a horse's mind with like I have 5 different sayings for their brain where it's at with looking at them, like where their brain's at. There's the soldier, where they're ready to compete and win. And then the other one is where they're just ready to get their feet trimmed and not move. And so, and you can see it if you know what you're looking for. When I get a horse ready for its feet to be trimmed, I don't touch their feet. When I get a horse ready to saddle, I don't need the saddle to get her. Now she's about done here. She's kind of starting to fight me a little bit, but all I'm doing is brain surgery. I didn't ride her a whole lot. You didn't see me, but now see, this is where I get into a spot where it's like, I got to get her to do what I'm asking her to do. And the struggle's real. This horse, and this is the thing I know, it's not me. It's a professional to do this in a second. But I have to work through this. Okay, that was soft and easy. But I got her, if you can kind of see in the camera where her mind's at, it's like she's done for my brain surgery. Did I want to trot her and get her going a little faster? Yeah, I kind of did, but I just got on her and was doing the brain surgery thing, showing you how when I ask her to go forward, her head comes down. When I put my foot in the stirrup, I want the head to come down. Does she do that? No. Did she do it once? I think when I was tightening the cinch, she did it once. But the amount of work that I got to put into her, that I've put into her to get that, it's like, okay, we got to move forward. I can't keep working on stuff to the perfect level that I try to get it at because of the time of, I need to start doing, it'll come around when it comes around. I just keep doing it, and it gets there. Like getting her to stand in a stall. She's going to stand in a stall. Because why? Because I said, period. Is it going to take some work? Yep. Going to take work. And I've just accepted that with her. But look how good she is. This is work. A lot of work. A lot more work than you could ever comprehend. Not really. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's me and my little bit of experience with horses. She's not paying attention to me. She's not soldiered up. Do we need to move her feet to get her soldiered up? She's 2. She don't know nothing. Do I need to move her feet? No. Never done that before. I wanted to see if I could change her mind without moving her feet. I used a little bit of pressure, the littlest bit of pressure I could, to make her pay attention to me. And it took a second. It wasn't instant. I am the only thing she needs to worry about. Me. Not the dog out there barking, not something flapping in the wind. This is how you stay alive on a horse. And I'll explain this to you. This guy rode her mom in the rodeo. She just quit paying attention to me. Her mom, old guy that didn't ride horses no more because he was too old, rode her mom in a rodeo flagging, using the flag to do the flag thing. And he's like, well, I rode your horse and didn't have no problems. Yeah, because I did brain surgery on her for a week. Because there's no way I could just hand him the reins to her mom and have him go ride my horse in a rodeo doing, he wasn't in the rodeo, he was doing whatever he was doing with the flag and stuff. And he's like, well, I didn't have no problems with her. Yeah, I did a week of brain surgery with her to make her so a kid could ride her because he's at that age now where he's, he can't stay on if something happens. And the same thing with her is, that's what I'm doing with her. I put a kid on her right now. You just seen it in the video. She's 2 years old. A kid can ride her right now. Now when I just doing the halter, doing the bridle, this is like so freaking important. She raised her head up a little. See, that's the thing right there. Perfect example of the work. Can I get her to lower her head when I take the bridle off? Yep. Is she going to? Yep. Did she? Nope. It's work. It's just a lot of work. And I'm just working on her, making her good. The lope and the trot don't matter. That's speed added to the brain. when I add the speed to the brain and she's right at the walk. And I'm not going to try to make it perfect because it'll take way too long. I already know that. But I am going to get it pretty good. I told you she was getting ready to lay down. And you say, well, I'm just telling you. I'm right on camera. She was getting ready to lay down on me. Because I had her mind. You could see it in the camera where I had her. Anybody with eyes could see how good she was. And that's what I'm doing. I'm building the perfect mind. Relaxed, but you send them out and say, whoa, and they stand up. Like the power. Look at her. Go do that with your horse and get it on camera doing that. She's done it twice now. She's not getting back up. She's not rolling. She's mentally done. Perfection. Perfect mind. It don't get no better than that. I could explain how I did all that too. It's like I understand exactly what I'm doing. I'm getting a little too good, I think. We need them standing up. Peace out.